I'm the first negative about whether the college athletes should be paid. So basically, no matter the amount of money that is surrounding all of these athletes and like where the money is coming in from, the most important thing at the young ages of the college athletes is to have an education and not the sports. If you start to concentrate off the educations, it throws the athletes' concentration more onto the contracts that they could be getting versus the education that they could be getting. And athletes need to be focusing on their education because as Allison Schrager, a journalist from the Quartz magazine, said that college athletes getting big scholarships means that they're in theory being paid in education, so they are getting paid, but they just aren't getting paid the monetary value that they're saying, which actually they are getting monetary value. The monetary means that it's being funds set aside for a specific purpose, and their scholarships that they are receiving are their funds for their specific purpose for playing their sports at the school and for them to be able to receive the education that they need. And college athletics is supposed to be considered a privilege to many people because not very many people are actually able to go on to play college sports. And so they should feel fortunate to be able to play in college because many of athletes are not able to do that. And according to Allison Schrager again, fewer than 2% of college athletes will actually be able to go pro. And that's only 0.06% of the people who play sports in high school. And so 0.6% of the people who play sports in high school have the opportunity to play in college. And then out of the percent that actually be able to get to play in college, only 2% of them are able to go pro. So why should they be focusing on that 2% that are actually going to be able to go past playing in college to give them all this money so that they aren't really focusing on their education rather than they're just playing the sports? And if we're going to be paying the college athletes, we'd only be paying the high revenue sports versus all of the sports, which would lead to the cutting of all the other sports, meaning that there'd be no more volleyball, no more soccer, no more basketball, no more baseball, no more softball, no more track, or no more field hockey, or any of the other sports possible. And so basically the only high revenue sports are the men's basketball and the men's football. Therefore, they'd be eliminating basically all of the women's sports, and which would be breaking the Title IX code. Which states that no person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in or be denied the benefits of any educational program receiving federal financial assistance. Another major issue here is that from what he is saying, only the high paying sports would get paid, but according to the Huffington Post, there's only, not all of the 350 athletic departments in the Division I category are actually making a revenue. In fact, only 10 of them are truly making an actual revenue off of their sports. And the money that is generated from all of the revenue does go back to the programs. And that's what gives them all of the nice facilities that they have, all of their money to go travel to play all of their games, and that's where they pay their coaches from. That's where they have the money to give scholarships and everything. And when being a high school athlete looking for a college to go to, they want to have a school that has good good standards for all of those things. Therefore, like when they have the high revenue, that's what attracts some of the better high school players. And according to the NCAA, the college athletics is an amateur sport, and by paying the college athletes, it would therefore take away the amateur level, and that would no longer be, yeah. So going off of what he said, by the NCAA exploiting the college athletes by using them as free labor, this isn't really true because they are like actually being given the scholarships, and so it's not really free labor. They're getting their education paid for, which a lot of people don't have. Which a lot of people who do want to go to college don't have the money that they need to be able to go to college. So this is giving more people the advantage of being able to go to college and have an education. And what he was saying about how if like they aren't getting paid, then they're going to start to unionize and all of this stuff. Basically, by paying the college athletes, they, when I did the math and everything, to figure out like college athletes, yes, they work a lot and they have to do a lot of hours at practice and stuff. So they could be working a lot of hours in a week, which could add up to basically a full-time job. But even with the amount of a full-time job, and by getting paid minimum wage, working about 40 hours a week, they would be getting about $20,000 a year. But their scholarships are often almost 3 times that amount. So really they're getting paid a lot more than what it says that they would be paid. And